welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to finish off our book. So we have already done 4 pages, so lots and lots of different elements. I mean, I love this. I just think this is just absolutely fab. So we're going to finish the last pages now. In my last video, I did tell you that what I am going to do, is we'll do 1 page, and then the last 2 the last 3 pages that I've got here, I'm literally just going to mat and layer, and we'll just put some tuck spots on. That is it. I'm not going to do anything other than that. And then what I'll do is I'm going to mix them in between all of these ones that have all of these sort of really cool little bits on. So I'll probably put one in here, put one in here, one in here, and then we'll put whatever we do with this one on the next one. So yeah, and then I just think that will be really, really nice. But I'm loving how it's turned out. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Oh, there's little lady. I think a cat has entered the garden because it's the only thing that she barks at. That and birds. So what I'm going to do, so I will go off camera to do all of my cutting down, is I'm just going to go through this paper pad. I'm going to cut down all of my backing papers for these, and then I'll work out what I'm going to do for this. So I will be back in just a moment. Okay, so I'm back. What I've done is I've just done a few layers. I just need to test these out before I cut the next lot, because I did have some bits of scrap. I've just realised they're a bit shorter, so I don't know if I can get away with it, so I might have to recut them. So what I'm thinking is doing a 2 fold. So one will open up that way, and then we'll have another one over the top which will open up that way, and I'm going to do it on both sides because I think that would be quite cool, and stick with our Velcro fastenings as well. I have cut down all of my backing papers, so that's what we're going to do now. First thing that I do need to do is grab my corner punch, and we just need to do our corners on them as we stick them down. Now I'm going to use my art glitter glue. Hopefully it's not blocked, and it is, because of course it would be. Oh dear. There we go. So give it a nice big squeeze and it will come out. So I'm just going to stick these down, so then these bits will be done. And like I was saying at the beginning of this video, I think I'm just going to put some tuck spots on these pages, but I'm going to do the tuck spots using, if I can find the little book, just using this book. So using some of these up, so because we can sort of just pop these on somehow. That doesn't quite fit, but we could cut that down. Actually, that could be a pocket, so I might do that. Yeah, do you know what? Never mind, I will do that. So I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to have this as our, just as a pocket just there, because I think that's going to be quite nice. I feel like I need to get rid of that bottom bit. I just don't like the flow of it, so yeah, actually I much prefer that. Yeah, so we're going to have a pocket on this one. We also have, we've got this piece as well, which will also look at being a really nice pocket, or again a tuck spot, so I think we can use that on one of them. We have this piece which we can use again, so I'm thinking that I'm just going to sort of pop them in there, and then we can just tuck something in, and we'll probably make like do like a card or something with them, that we can sort of tuck in there, or even just have that as a decoration. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to use these. So but first, before we do that, we want to actually make sure this is the right way around. Does that look right? Yes. So I want to do these corners. So So we'll do them first and then we'll focus on the main one. So it's working out what papers I sort of want to go where as well. But I just think this is absolutely turned out gorgeous. Yeah, and we are finishing it today, so it's taken us a while to do, but do you know what, it has been an absolute labour of love. Yeah, it really has. I've loved every minute of it. So I really want to make another one, because I think these would, and fill them with photos for family for Christmas. I think that would be lovely. Yeah. Of my, because I could put my girls in. The doggies, obviously we've got to include the doggies. I'm very tempted with this one to actually turn it into my wedding album, so using my wedding photos for it. Yeah, that's not straight, is it? I don't like how that looks, so let's pop some more glue on. Okay, right, let's try again. Sometimes I just can't seem to get it right. Okay, that's much better. Right, so there's one side done. And let's turn this over. We'll go with this one, I think. Oh, we need to pop our, do our corners. And then the good thing about having these ones is the fact that, you know, if you don't want to use them, you don't have to, but the option is there, because I mean I only planned to do 5 inserts, but I'd already cut them just in case we could fit more in, but I don't think I can do more with all the flips and folds and stuff, so it's just a good way, and then it's just extra space really then, isn't it, so that you can use them. Right. Again, let's do our corners. Right, I'll do all the corners of these, and then we'll go from there, I think, and stick them down. But I think I'll do the 3 sort of filler inserts first, and then we'll go on to doing our one with all the flips and stuff, and I'm hoping it works. I've done it once before. I did a sample for our lovely Julia for her chanda with the toadstool tops, and I didn't record the process, and it was one of them where I really wished I had, because I'd love to remake it. I think that the dogs are about to start, because they're sort of, yeah, doing their thing, but then you know what, actually I think it was more Quincy wanted the bed, so he's just sort of nudged Lady out of the bed. Oh dear, this is why I have to live with. Okay, but I might have to bring in another bed for them. So they do have 2 beds, but then the problem is they put them on top of each other, so that they're extra comfortable. So then the other one doesn't actually have a bed. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I made a book for our lovely Julia for her chanda, and I absolutely loved it. And like I said, I wished I did I recorded the process, because I would love to make another one, because I can't quite remember how I did it. And I was so pleased with myself. And yeah, I mean, this one has actually come about because of our lovely Steph from Ephemra Cards. She did a tutorial on making a ring binder from scratch, actually, and I was in absolute awe. And I did buy the stuff in which to make my own, and then yeah, I've cheated. I already had one, so we just decorated it. I'll actually, if I remember, please tell me if I haven't done it, because my memory at the minute is so bad. But I'll leave a link to our lovely Steph in the description box below, so do go and check out her channel. She's an amazing, talented lady. So yeah, do please go and check her out, because this is where this has sort of come from. But most of you know I'm not very good at all with like measuring and all of that, but yeah. Oh, right, I'm gonna have to go. Lady has pinched something, so I'll be back in a second. Back. She stole my foam squares. Yeah. So I've just had to chase her around the garden, so if I'm out of breath, that is why. Okay, now it's deciding which ones I'm going to put as fillers and which one. I think them ones are going to be my fillers, and we'll have this one as, yeah, so put them to one side. Right, okay, because these ones are going to be my fillers, this is where I need to know what to do with these. So I think definitely going to have that one on here because it goes quite nicely. I am going to get my circle punch if I know where I put them. There it is. Oh, I've just had a sneeze, and you know when you feel like you're going to sneeze again. Yeah, so I've just put a little sort of semicircle in there, and that's just so we can pull whatever it is that we've put in and out. So let's stick this down. So just like this. So there's our first page. Love. Right, let's turn it over, and I'm thinking that, yeah, let's chop this down as well. Actually, do you know what, I'm going to cut this in half. So, and we're going to make this into an actual tuck spot. So I'm just going to glue along here and just down there. So this will be a tuck spot itself. And like I said, we're going to make some cards, card tag things, so that we can sort of sit them in just like that. So that's one page done. Okay, so this page, I like this. I'm thinking that I'm not going to actually do much. We need to score this. Because I think we'll just have it as just a flip. So I'm going to score it at 1/4 inch. So just like that. Yeah. Let's fold that over. And then I'm going to glue that down. And then this will just be like a little extra piece that you can sort of write on or stick a photograph to, so anything really. So yeah, so there's that. I am very tempted as well just to, I was thinking that maybe adding a tuck onto that itself, but I don't think I quite like. Although, what do you think? Should we add a tuck onto it? No, we're not. It's just, yeah, no. Right, however, I am going to use this for a tuck spot on the other side because I don't want to waste. So I've just rounded that corner and we're just going to pop that there. So again, let's pop some glue all the way down and around. So just like this. There we are. Excuse me. Right, so there's our next one done. Right, last one. So let's see what I did take a load of bits out, didn't I? I don't know, I can't remember these things. Right, loving this white one. Definitely want to use that somewhere. Not sure where, but let's straighten these edges up just because I don't quite like the look of them, so we can change them quite easily. And let's turn that into a pocket. Now I'm going to have to round this corner just so that it sort of matches. Yeah, perfect. Right. And then I am going to put a semicircle just in this centre. So let's get rid of that point because I think that point's going to end up getting a bit squished anyway when putting things in and out. So I'm just changing the shapes and the designs of these to fit what it is that I'm wanting. So again, let's stick this on. So just like that. So leave that bit to dry. Oh, it's looking good, isn't it? It's looking really good. Right, and then the last bit, the last one to put one of these on. I'm trying to think what it is that I'd like. Oh, I'm thinking, what about this one? Just because it's sort of the same, isn't it? Yeah, I quite like, no, I was thinking of having it so that we had it just across the centre, but no. Right, oh, just, yeah, right, I'm going to straighten this up completely, so just like that. Let's pop round this off, and then again let's turn that into a pocket. And again, I will do some tags or something to fit into these right at the end of this video once we've done the next layer, just so that it gives it plenty of chance to dry. Okay, so we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5 tags once we're finished with this last bit. So, and we could actually probably use these, so I might do that. I might just mat them onto that gorgeous paper. Right, so let's get on to this bit. Let's see how this goes. Right, let me get rid of all of these little bits of rubbish. Now I've got rubbish everywhere, and my mat keeps moving, so yeah, right, okay, so these bits are going to go on first. Now I do need to round this corner, yeah, just like that, and then I'm going to round these corners as well, so it will go like that. So we're only rounding the 4 corners, and I'm going to have it so that I have this colour here. So let's, and this one, I do need to put my score lines in, which we will do. So it's going to sort of sit like that. We'll have a score line up there, or wherever these meet actually, because they need to meet. So and they need to be sort of, yes, it's going to be like that. Yeah, so let's round these as well, and then that one in that corner needs rounding, and again we need to just do 3 corners of these. There we are, and then that'll go on there. So let's score this down. So I'm going to score just along this top edge 1/4 of an inch. So actually I like to turn my little one upside down and do it this way, because I feel like I've got more control over it. And then again with this one, we're going to score at 1/4 of an inch. Right, so let's get the matted layers on. So yeah, so let's get those on first, and then we will pop these on to our bottom bit. So the plan is so it opens up, and I'm going to have some more that closes. So like I said, I did this in a project that I did for our lovely Julia, but I haven't done it since, so I'm hoping it works. But if it doesn't, then part of me wants to say that this is too wide, which is why I have left it so that in theory I could sort of cut it down, but I don't really want to. Let's just see what happens. It might be that we just have this one going like this, and then that's it. Yep. So it's all trial and error. You're sort of doing this part with me. Right, let's pop glue on there, and if I remember rightly, we were about like that, weren't we? So yeah, and then let's, oh, that needs moving over like that. Yeah, they're not going to fit. I've just realised that we needed a bit more taken off this edge, but never mind. Right, we can make what we've done work. Actually, this one is the wrong one, I've just realised. So that was a close call, because we did round that corner. So it needs to just go up like that. So yeah, Right, and then this bit comes like that. Right, I think what we're going to do is, so instead of doing what I was planning, because I don't think these are the right sizes, I think I'm just going to have this one go like this. Let's stick this one down. Yeah, so we have this like this, and what I'll do is we'll put some sort of closure on, and then on the other side, so I'm trying to decide which side I want the front. I think I want this side the front before we put any embellishments on. So on this side, this one will open the other way. So it's not a complete disaster. It's still going to look really nice. I'm just going to score down here 1/4 of an inch. And then let's fold that off. Just like that, and let's do the same to this one as well. So again, 1/4 of an inch. Excuse me, let me just have a drink. That's better. Okay, right, let's move that, and then let's burnish this bit as well. So I'll show you. Right, so it's going to do it so that one side sort of goes on here, and then the other side will go on here, which I do need to round. And I don't know if you can see, but I have got an overlap, and that's where I'm going to be putting the Velcro. So yeah, right, I need to round these corners off so that it sits quite nicely up in that corner. Yeah, now part of me wants to round these corners up, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'll leave them. Okay, so I have got some more bits there, which I might, yeah, actually I think I will. I'm going to cut down, and we'll stick them inside. So we'll do it to this one, we'll cut them down. Right, so I'm just going to pop some glue. I know I haven't put my matted layer bit on yet, my pattern paper, but we can do that in a moment. So I'm just lining it up with my pattern paper underneath, just like this, making sure that's well adhered, which it isn't. It's not sticking. Come on, stick down. So yeah, there we go. So making sure that's really burnished, and then let's do the same with this side as well. So we're going to do this to the other side, and again I'm going to line it up with the other side and with that patterned paper as well. So just like that. And I think I need to just pop a little bit of glue just underneath that pattern paper on this side, because I haven't gone right up to the edge, which isn't very good. So yeah, so that should hold it. Right, okay, so there we have that. Come on and stick. So just really pushing it down, making sure that it is well and truly adhered, and I think it is. Right, okay, now the next thing is let's pop our layers on. So I'm using this gorgeous paper, so I'll pop this side on first, just like this. And I'm thinking that I might bring in some of those absolutely gorgeous, it dries super quick, those gorgeous embellishments that we used in the last video, and just put one maybe in the middle. But then the other thing is, will it stop it from Yeah, will it stop it actually being able to open it? So let's adhere this down. Okay, now I want to make sure that it lines up with both sides. Oh, you know what, we need to actually round that corner and this one, because those corner edges down at the bottom are, I do not suggest you do it like that though. Right, okay, so let's do that again. Yeah. Line it up, because like I say, we want it all to be perfectly lined. There we are. So there is those two bits done, and then we're going to pop some Velcro just along this edge, and I think I'm going to do it in a couple of places. Oh, if my scissors will cut it. I think actually I might need to get my little scissors out for this, because my big ones really do need cleaning. So I'm going to do 2 pieces of Velcro, just because I think it will hold it so much better. So let's put that there. Yeah, we can slightly see it, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. Okay, and let's do right up at the top here. So I'm not going to glue the other part on yet until I've done the low. Let's cut this down. Just a slight bit. And there. Right, yeah. Do I want to put these underneath? Do you know, I don't think I do. I think I really like it as it is. Yeah, I really don't think I want to. Yeah. I mean, I'm quite tempted actually to put one on there, and then that might be nice. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to do that. So let's round all the corners on here. So what I think, so I've completely gone with something completely different to what I was doing. But however, I like the idea of, so let's, because I know that this is the matted layer for this piece. Okay. Yeah, so let's glue this down. Like this. And then what I'm thinking is that we just glue half of it down to the top bit. Right, let me stick these bits down so these can get stuck and they could adhere quite quickly. Right, there we go. There we are. Right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue half of this down, and we're just going to glue it to this top section here. So just like that. Yep, making sure. And then I'm going to grab some of the Velcro, because we do want to keep this closed. And we're just going to, actually I'm going to stick it onto that side. Yep. And then let's glue this down as well. So just there. So what I'm going to do is let's put this off to the side. So let's all of the Velcro dry, and then once it's dry we'll come back, because I think I want to put a pocket in underneath this with a tag. So I'm going to use this as our tag. So we may as well finish this off. I actually, do I want to put the tag in the back or do I want to put the tag in the front? I might put it in the front. We'll see. We'll see what happens when it's all dry. But I think we'll start making our tags and cards and things, journaling cards for the other bits, and then we can get them in our album. I can't believe we're actually just about finished. How cool is that? Right, there we are. I do have a little bit of this ribbon left. Part of me wants to just put a staple in the top of it, but no, let's put a hole in. So I only have a small amount of this ribbon left, so we need to make it last. I'd like to get, I don't think I'll get the 5 tags out that we're going to need, but it'd be nice if I can get a couple more out. I mean, I do have other ribbons, but it would be nice to use this one. There we go. So that's going to go with this piece. So let's just pop that off to the side. Right, let's move all of these little bits and pieces because we just have quite a few. And let's get them in the bin out of the way. And let's bring these back in. So let's see what scrap bits we have, because I think I'd like to sort of use some of these scrappy bits up. So I mean, that would make a lovely tag, so we could definitely use that. We've got, yeah, I've just got so much sort of scrap bits that we can use that I think we should. And then that way we are not wasting. So I'm just, again, where I've cut all of the all of my pieces down, I've sort of just left them instead of actually getting rid of them, but never mind. Right, okay, I mean, like I said, I'm trying to get it so that I don't spill these, but we have a lot. So these are all the scrap bits that are left over, so we can use quite a bit. Let me put the full sheets over there just a second. Let's see what we have first, because I think if we can use what we have, I think that would be so much better. Now, I've got so many bits of the paper left. I wondered if I have them all the same size, because we could do like a little mini book, couldn't we? But I don't know if that's sort of the style of thing that I'm going for. Oh, right, I think because there is that much here, what I'm going to do, I'll go off camera, I'm going to sort through all of these bits of scrap, see what I've got, and then we'll come back and we'll do the last bit of our our folder. I couldn't remember the name then, so yeah, I'll sort all of these out and then we'll be back. I've got some sort of order now. Right, what I've decided is, because we've got lots of these little sort of strips, so I'm going to cut them all down into 1-inch strips, and we're going to create our own backing paper, because I think it'll be such a shame to waste them. And this is like a really good way of using up your scrap bits as well, which I've done. I know I've done a few in a stash busting video, so yeah, so that's what I'm thinking of. And then I'm going to get some peel offs out of my stash. Make sure I get the wonky side first. Yeah, and we'll put peel offs in between them so that they look nice. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, definitely. But that one's already. So when I cut these down, we do have wonky sides and we have straight sides. I need to make sure that I cut the wonky side off first. But I think because we've got the bigger bits, but I don't think I want to sort of break into the bigger bits if I can like get away with it, just because I think that we can use those in other projects, or even we can pop them into the pockets on the cover of our our piece, and use them like to do some matting of photographs if we want to. Whereas the strips, we sort of don't have much of a choice with the strips, do we? So that's where I'm sort of thinking and where I'm going. So yeah, so it's a bit tedious doing this a little bit, but you know what, I don't mind. I do actually find it quite relaxing to do, so I'm quite happy just to sit and chop these down. Right, I think I want to say that's enough. I don't want to do the bigger bits. So it really is just about utilising the bits that you sort of have left, because they're the bits that we can sort of use. So that's too small. That's too small. So those bits I will just get rid of. So it's just sort of seeing what we've got. So I know they can all be cut down. That actually might be a 1-inch strip. Yep. I think this might be as well. Yep. How about this piece? No, that needs cutting down. So yeah, so I'm going to go off camera and do the rest of these, but I just thought I'd come on and sort of let you know what it is that I am going to be doing that's already done, so that you can sort of see, just so that you know really. So yeah, so right, okay, I'm going to go and cut all of these down, and then I'll be back. So I'm back. Right, what we're going to do, I've got quite a few strips there, and I've also picked out the same peel-offs that we used in the last one. So just grab my glue, and then we're just going to, actually I'm just going to pop glue on this bit, and we'll do it this way. So make sure there's quite a good layer of glue on. And we'll turn this into a tag so we can cut it down and do what it is we need to. So yeah, so I'm making sure everything's sort of pushed up together. Like I said, once I've actually done this bit, we'll trim it down. That doesn't reach. I need to make sure it reaches the sides. There we go. Yeah, we'll then come in and put the peel-offs on once it's trimmed down, because we can fold the peel-offs over the back. So yeah, but I love doing this, making my own papers with scraps. Yeah, right, we can use that other bit. I don't want a yellow. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'll have that one just in there, and then we'll put this stripes one in. Ooh, make sure it's lined up correctly, just like that. Okay, a bit more glue on this bit. Okay, I think I'm going to have this bit, and then we just have a tiny touch just up in that corner. So I've just broke this little bit off, so pop that on there like that. So we just need to leave that to dry. But what I will do, because I'm going to make 2 of these, so where we can, so that one I know that we can use again. Okay, right, so I'll pop that off to the side, let that dry, and then actually I think I might be able to make 3. Let's see how many pieces we've got. I think that's probably the best way to go. Okay, so making sure I've got plenty of glue on, because obviously we don't want it to sort of fall apart. Right, I'm going to just rip that and just do half. Yeah, love. Okay, so that's that bit. Let's pop some of this bit on. Oh, actually that doesn't reach. You need to make sure that we reach those corners, which I'm not doing, because actually it needs to be the other way. It needs to be the other way. Right, come on. I do it every time. Every time I do these, you can guarantee on the first or the second one, I never quite have it reaching the edges for some reason. Yeah, there we go. Quite like this one, so let's pop this one on. Cut that because we could use it up a bit further up. So that one, we'll have this one, and I like that one, so let's pop that one on. Maybe, I think that one will fit. What about this one? And then we'll have our lines again there. Right, okay, so there is another sheet. Might just to say have enough for one more. So yeah, I think we should have, shouldn't we? Yeah, definitely. That's enough. Right, okay, so, and then we can pop these in somewhere, in just places. We could even put all three in one pocket. So yeah. Right, okay, plenty of glue on again, because obviously we don't want this to be unstuck. So start off here, and then let's work our way up. So I'm going to rip that in half because we don't need the full bit for there, and we can use it again up at the top somewhere. That one as well. We'll have this nice yellow one. Oh, what about the mustards? I do like the mustard colours. I think they're really nice. Is this going to fit this one? Yeah, just. We'll have a striped one going that way, and then this one, and let's have this one. I like that. I think they're a lot actually. And then the last bit is that one. There we go. Right. We have a few bits left, but I'll just pop them in my stash busting kit. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do now is we're just going to go around and trim these down. Because we are just going to make them out of tags, and then once, actually I could do it, probably trimming them down to the size that they need to be before we pop on the peel offs, I think. Right, okay, so there's that. Right, we can keep those two bits so they can just go in the stash busting kit, because it's absolutely gorgeous paper, so I don't really want to waste any of it. Right. And then I really like that a lot. Let's have a look. I'm thinking that what I might do is use this one for the tags. So I might put 2 in the front and 2 in the back. So I'm just, that measures, so I've just done 7 inches by 2.5 inches this piece is. And then I am going to cut at those corners so that it is tag shaped. So I'm doing all this before I put the peel offs on, because then yeah, I can sort of wrap the peel offs around the back, and I'm doing it as well because on the back bit itself I think I'm going to just cover it. Let's see, let's pop that in there. This might be quite hard, but we will get it in. There we go. That needs a little bit more. There we go. Right, okay. So there is our tag. Right, now let's grab our peel offs and let's pop these on. So just like this. I think peel offs just make a massive difference when you're doing stuff like this. I'm wondering if this will actually fit. I don't think it will, so we'll just put it on here. This bit. There we go. So just like that. Yeah. I always keep all the little extras on your peel-offs because you can use them. They definitely come in handy for different projects. So yeah, right, okay, we've only got a few left to do. Where's my scissors? So one more, but doesn't that just look really pretty, like it was meant to be? And then what we'll do with the back is I'm going to get some paper, I think. I've got some 100 GSM paper there that I think will I will cover the back with, so that you've got somewhere to write. But I just feel like I really want to utilize all the little small bits that we have within this that we have left over from doing this project. So there we go. So how gorgeous is that? Right, so there's our first tag, and as you can see, these are all wanting to come up. So I might, do you know what? Actually, no, let's just cut them down because they really are getting on my nerves. They're not wanting to stay. So I think it's because the card is so thick. Yeah, so I won't bother putting the card on the back now. We'll just do it like this. I've never had peel-offs lift up on me before. I have when I've curled them over, but yeah, I've never had them sort of fall off a project yet, so I think we'll be okay. But however, if you don't feel like they're going to stay, then by all means use just a little extra bit of glue, because it can make all the difference. Okay, there we go. Right, I'm happier, a lot happier. Right, okay, so that's that bit done. Let me get, all the peel-offs are sticking to me now, which the wood wouldn't there. We do need to pop in a hole, so let's pop that in there, and then I think I'm only going to get 2 tags out of this ribbon. So I think the 2 tags that are going in here can have the ribbon, and then the other bit on the back, instead of having it as a tag, what we'll do is we'll just do it as like a journaling card. So I'll get those cards and we'll mat them on the cardstock that we've used right the way through this for the last few bits, I think. So there we are. So there is that. And how nice does that look? That looks lovely. Right, let's get another one, and let's do exactly the same. So I am going to trim this down, so just like this. Actually, I probably should have put the peel-offs on first and then trimmed it down, so that's what we've decided to do. Okay, right, I do need to cut it down, so I think I want it a bit smaller, so I'm going to do this as a 6-inch tag instead of the 7-inch tag. Again, let's do our corners, and then let's pop our peel-offs on. Right, I have bits everywhere, so let's get rid of these because we can't use them. Okay, right, and then let's grab our peel-offs. So I have some littler ones that we should be able to use. Yep. And this one, which I should be able to use across here. Okay. But I do think they just look lovely. If you can hear anything, it's just my hubby in the kitchen. I think he's getting himself his breakfast. Well, it sounds like he's getting his breakfast. Yes, he's getting his breakfast. Right, okay. Right, let's trim these off. And then we'll pop in a hole and we will then, yeah, go from there, I think. Oh, I need to round those corners off as well, so that it all sort of blends quite nicely together. Right, get all these little bits, pop them, oh, they're all sticking to me. Yeah. Okay, so let's pop this in, and if I can do it. Right, okay, last little bit for this one, and it is just popping in this what do you call it, ribbon, and then it can go in this pouch. So yeah, but you wouldn't think, it looks as though that was the design, doesn't it? How nice does that look? And I've done them both separate ways as well. I think one's a right way, one's a wrong way, but I'm not 100% sure. So right, so there we are. So that bit is all done. Now I do have one more bit that needs chopping down. I don't know if I'm going to use it in this yet. I think, well, I'm not sure actually. I mean, we could, I suppose, but I'm just not, I don't know whereabouts we can put it. Let me just cut it down and we'll pop it to the side, and then we can sort of go from there, can't we? But if I don't use it in this, it'll go in my stash busting kit, and we will use it on something else. So, I haven't had my stash busting kit out actually in forever, so we need to get that out, because yeah, like I say, we've not used it for a while. Right, okay, let's have a look. So we've got these, so let's turn this over. So this is a tuck spot, and I'm thinking that I like this bit. So what I'm going to do is glue it onto here. So let's get my glue and let's glue this all the way. And then what, we'll cut this down and we'll just have this as a journaling card. Yeah. Okay. That's nice. So I just want it a bit closer. Yeah, and then this side as well. Perfect. Right, okay. Can I do the corners with this? Yes, I can. So I'm just taking these corners out using my round punch. It just makes life so much easier, but if you don't have a punch, then you can just use your scissors and follow the line. This is a 1-inch punch, I think. There we go. Right, and then that bit is now finished, so that can literally just tuck into that like that. So let's bring in our folder, because we'll start putting these back in. So I'm going to pop this one in just there like that. And then we need the next bit for here, so I'll put that up there. Okay, so I'm thinking that I want to have this one. So we only need one sort of tuck spot at the back. So what do we have left? I don't really. What about this? Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. Actually, how about, so just something a little different. How about we stick this one down there? We just stick this one slightly there so you can lift it up. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So we need the, I need to just score this, and we're going to score it at 1/4 of an inch. Like that. And then let's fold it and burnish it so that we can glue it on. So it just gives like an extra place where you can write or adhere a photograph. So now I'm making sure that we get this stuck perfectly, just like that. So there we have that bit, and then I'm going to glue all of this down, and then we'll just trim it, and then this will go in the tuck spot, and that'll be another piece finished for our book. Okay, so there's that done. And then I do want to just trim it down. So I'm just using this line and sort of to trim it so that we get a nice even border all the way around. There we are. Okay, so that bit now can just sit in there like that. So I would say that bit's done as well. So let's get that in our folder. So there it is. And then we have this bit. We then have, so we also need to finish this bit off. So it has stuck, which is awesome. And I think I'm definitely going to sort of put that in there. Maybe let's put a tuck spot or something on that side bit. Okay. So let's pop that again out of the way a second. Now we do have this as well, which is 2 pockets. Now I'm looking, and this pocket's quite a small one, which actually would fit that in perfectly. So let's trim some off the top. And then let's round all of our corners. But before I round them, let's grab our peel-offs, because I'm going to put the peel-offs on here. Yeah. Just because I just think it really adds, and it looks as though it was meant to be. So yeah, so just going all the way along, trying not to mess up, and then okay. Can't actually remember where I got these from. Now I know a few of you have asked where I get my peel-offs from. They were all gifted to me. However, I do buy quite a few of my border ones from the range. The range do sell them. Also, Love from Lizzie sells them as well. I think the £1.25 from her. I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, there's a lot of more shops as well online that do sell them. So you best just to have a look around. Also eBay, when people are getting rid of their stash, is probably a good place to go as well. But I do, like I say, I normally grab all of my border ones from the range. They seem to have quite a nice selection in. So yeah, but there is places online as well that do them. So I mean, my favourite peel-offs are the borders. I much prefer the border ones. I just like them. Right, nearly done. And then that can go in that pocket. We are nearly finished. Can you believe it? We are actually nearly finished our piece. Right. Okay, I'm going to round these corners off. So, yep. There we go. And the last one. And then that is our tag, and that can fit quite happily in there. Actually, it's stuck perfectly. There we go. So there we have it. So there's that side. Now we need something in this side. So what do we have? I have another piece here which fits quite nicely actually, but I don't want to do the sort of stripes on it. I don't think. I mean, we could. We've got enough bits left to do it. Do we keep them all the same? Yeah, do you know what? Let's keep them all the same. And instead of doing it a little bit different. So I'm just going to pop my glue all over this, just like this, and we'll do exactly the same. Right, because I think that I really like how they look. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, it doesn't quite fit over there, which is typical. What about this one? Please fit. Yeah, so that one fits. Oh, like I say, I seem to do it all the time, don't I? Put that one on. This one can go here. I'm hoping we have enough. We should have enough. Right, okay. A little bit more glue because it seems to be drying pretty quick. No, it doesn't quite fit that one. Let's try this one. Don't think this is going to either. Not quite, but we can hide that with the peel-offs, can't we? Right, okay. So we really did just have enough to do another tag. Okay, right. I'm going to roughly cut around it. I don't know why Lucy's decided to slam the doors, but yeah, she's not the lightest of people to walk around. She's very heavy-footed, but then so am I, so I think she gets that from me. Right, okay, let's grab our peel-offs and let's pop these on. So, and then we'll trim it off better when we've finished with these. So let's get that stuck. Okay. So definitely some stash busting going on today, haven't we? Right, and then hoping. Oh, come on. I don't think it is though. No, it's not. It doesn't fit right. Come on, up you go. I'll pop you up there instead. I keep going quiet. I am sorry. I'm just concentrating on getting these sort of straight. So please do feel free to fast forward through this if you just want to see the end result. So then no, that's not going to fit. So I'm going to have to use a full ones from now, because this card is actually wider than the last ones. Oh, and there goes the lady. Can you hear her? Right, okay, I think that because lady's going for it, and I'm not really talking, I'll finish this off, I'll cut it down, and then I'll come back. So I'm done. So this is our next insert. So we've just got just a couple of different tags in there. So I'm just going to bring this back in and let's pop it in. And then we're on our last little bit, and then we are finished. So I do want to grab those little hearts out that I had out the other day. So let me grab them. So these ones, because I really, really do want to pop one just on there, just like that. Yeah, really like that. Okay, so inside of here we're going to have this. Now I need to sort of do a tuck spot. Now I've got bits of card here, and what I'm thinking is if we round this edge, it might be too small, but we will see. And then if I cut from here to there, it might just be enough to sort of tuck it in. So that's what I'm thinking. Right, let's have a look. We want a bit of maybe this one. So I'm going to just yeah, stick that on there, I think, like that, just to mat it. So if I bring that up just a little bit more, I'm hoping this works, and we trim across there, then I can bring it down, and perfect, and we have a nice matted bit on it. So let's get some glue on there and stick that down, just like this. Here comes Lucy, so I don't know if you can sort of hear her, but she is on her way downstairs. Right, okay. And then this bit we're just going to pop there and use it as a tuck spot. And then we're not cutting into any more card, are we? So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I could actually in theory put one on either side, but I think just this one. Now, see if we can get this in. Yes, perfect. Look at that. How cool is that? So that is nicely done, and then we just close that up, and then on this side we have this bit here. So I love it, absolutely love it. So that is now finished. Right, I have a load of quotes for some reason that I've popped in there, so let me just take them out because they're not going to stay in this. So let's pop these in. Now the last thing that I would like to do is, so oh, I love it, I absolutely love it. And we're quite chunky as well, which is quite nice. I think the last thing I want to do is I'm going to cut down some of the gorgeous salmon paper, mat it, and I'm going to have bits in each end, like a big tag in each end. So just grab this, and what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to go with 4 inches, so a nice big one, and I'm going to do it, it's going to be about 7 inches, so 4 by about 7, which is just sort of a rough guess. Right, let's move all of these bits. So what yeah, because we actually still have quite a few bits left of this gorgeous paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in its package, and then as I'm cutting away we can put all of the little scrap bits back in, and we can use them for another project. But yeah, I was actually hoping to use the whole thing up, but we haven't, which I suppose is a good thing because it means that I can get to play with it even more. Right, I don't want these bits because these bits won't, or will they? No. Okay, so these bits can just go straight back in here along with them. So all the bits that I know that I will use on other projects. Now, okay, these can go in my scrap box, like my card, which these bits that I don't get, you think, why are you keeping? I can actually use them in dimension in other projects, so it's definitely worth hanging on to them. So yeah, that's why I sort of keep them. Right, now let's grab, I've got a peel off and it won't come off. There we go. So I'm going to use these, but I think I'm going to use this one. Yeah, I think that's the one that I want to use. So these can go back in the bag because we don't need them bits. So I think that's, yeah. Right, now I know that I want this to be just over 6 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to need another piece out, and then that should, in theory, sit quite nicely on there. Yeah, I like that. So I am going to need another bit out. So let's see what we've got in here instead of getting a full sheet out. I like that one. So yeah, Lucy's really making a noise today, slamming doors as usual. So I am sorry about that. Can you go and ask Lucy to stop slamming all the doors, please? Because she's being very noisy today. So yeah, Okay, I've just asked the husband to go and ask Lucy to stop slamming doors and being very noisy. Right, okay, so that's what we're going to do. So these can go back away because, like I say, we don't need them now. So that's all finished with. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to round the corners, and then I think we can sort of safely say that this project is now finally finished. Which is, yeah, how cool is that? I am so proud of this project. It's the first time I've ever done like all measuring and straight cuts, so yeah, it's really cool. So right, so we're just about done. So just around all of these corners. Yeah. And I've got a fly, I don't know if you can hear it. Oh, I have to get the fly swat out. And this one. Right, okay. Right. We don't need that. So let's glue this down. And then we'll have a flip through of our folder that is now finished. If I can get this on. There we go. Let's do the same with this one. And it's just really for extra journaling spaces. Right, okay, so there we have that. So this is it. This is our folder. So let's get these in here. And then let's have a really good flip through and see what we have done. So I hope you've enjoyed this series. I've really enjoyed making it. Yeah, I think it's just turned out fab, hasn't it? Right, okay, so this is our front cover that we did. Now, this does have elastic on it, which is really, really good because, as you can see, it is quite bulky. So we take the elastic off, and when you open it, this is what we have. So we've just made our little journaling card here. And then we've just got this that says heart and soul, you are loved always and forever, and it is just a little flip, so we can write whatever we want on there and any photo or anything sort of you want to put on that bit. We then have these Velcro bits, and there is 3 of them, which is really, really fun. So you could sort of put inspirational quotes along with photographs or inspirational words, things like that. We've then got this filler page, which just has our 2 gorgeous tags in that we made using the leftover bits of paper from this piece. We have our little tuck spot with a journaling card. So this bit we kept quite plain, so we've got a few extra journaling bits. Again, it's stuck with Velcro, and we've got a big open place where we can put photographs again, or we can put some journaling. On this side is very plain, it's just another open up. This is our filler page, so we have a bit that's just opens up there, and then on the back we do have a tuck spot, and on the tuck spot we have another flip just like that. This bit we have our waterfalls, so it's held together with Velcro to keep it shut, so just like that. And then we also have this one as well, so really, really nice. On the other side we just did a very, very simple tuck spot, and we have this peel off all the way through, so it's kept it all the same. We've got this little pocket here, which is our filler page, along with another pocket just there. I might have to put a bit of glue on that. And then the very last page is this door opening page here, and then we've just put in a little tuck spot with a journaling card, and again it's held together using Velcro, and then on the back we have a flip that goes this way just like that. And then the very last thing is another journaling card here. So that is my project all finished. How gorgeous is that? Thank you so much if you've watched every single part of this. yeah, let me know what you think of this, and thank you to everyone who has left comments. I am super proud of this. I mean, it's going to make a perfect present for somebody, or even just a little album for myself to put photos in. So I haven't decided, because I think I really want to keep it, because I just love it. I love how it's turned out. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please do hit that subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Also, please do give a thumbs up, because it really does help our channel to be my videos to be seen in when people search for inspiration. So yeah, if you want to leave a thumbs down, that's equally fine too. I'm quite happy either way. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.